The main reason why I paint, I think, is it allows you to create a little bit of magic, to transform something in your experience into something more special or magic. My name's Michael Bourke. I'm from Mudgee and I'm a painter. I think I spend a lot of time wandering around and looking at things. And if I see something, I'll sort of grab a photo of it, and I often won't know why that thing's appealing to me, and I sort of just collect a lot of photos. If I have ideas too, I scribble them down. But I don't know, I'm lucky in the sense that forever nowadays, people seem to be telling me, that's a good painting for you. You know, you should paint that. Just silly things that come up in conversation. So, yeah, and then I do a lot of drawing from ideas. Once they've had time to digest, and I start to get an idea of what I think I want to do. And then, yeah, I'm a bit meticulous in composing paintings. And then I sort of let rip. I try to have a few going at one time so I don't sort of get too sort of frustrated or hung up or obsessed with finishing anything. Because I'm painting mainly local places, you know, I visit them regularly and take lots of photos and, you know, get involved in ridiculous conversations with people about them. But I also do sort of read a fair bit. I was a history teacher once upon a time. So I'm very curious about things, and particularly about, local things or small scale things. It's that sort of, we live in such a global world. I find it intensely interesting looking at things on a really local basis. Whether it's literature, movies, art, I really struggle to remain engaged with anything or to take it seriously if it can't make me laugh at some level, which may or may not make sense, but I just think that that's part of life and the experience of everything. And I think the darker things get, the more need there is for that. If there's any painter that I've sort of tried to learn a lot from, it would probably be Russell Drysdale. But, I suppose I don't really necessarily try to paint like him. But it's funny, like I do look at a lot of art from around the world, but it's always the Australian painters that somehow I connect with or get more from. I have, for this exhibition, I've painted a homage to Russell Drysdale, I suppose. But it was funny, while I was painting it, I started the painting just thinking, being, sort of reminded of just how much I love Russell Drysdale's paintings. But after a while, I was getting frustrated with things that he'd done in his painting, thinking, why'd he do that, Art is such a special and wonderful thing that even when the world gets as grubby and awful and as hopeless as it can be one area that we can, keep beauty and humour and, a bit of perspective alive.